And we right back with it. This time we up with the Panthers, the worst team in the NFL, sitting at 0-6. When do y'all see these guys winning? They're currently get a little bye week, hopefully rest up a little bit. I think they got the Texans right out the bye week. Then they got the Colts and the Bears, 3 teams that they could potentially seek their first win in the NFL this season against. Personally, for me, I'm looking at their schedule right now. It's kind of hard to say when they'll get a win. And I will say this, if they don't pick up a win within these next 3 games, just looking at their schedule, I don't see another opportunity for that win to come into place. So if I'm going to pick one game, I would say the game right after the bye week, just because it's right after the bye week. I'm gonna have to roll with them beating the Texans. Although I still think the Texans will win that game. But if there's one game I'm gonna pick, that's gonna be the game.
CJ Stroud.
Well, I'm just saying, if that's the one game I'm going to have to pick, that might be the game. If it's not that game, and the only reason I picked that game is because it's after their bye week. If it's not that game, it may be the Bears game, but that's in Chicago. So the reason I'm going with the Texans is because it's at home after their bye week.
Nah, I'm on your head. I'm not going for that. Because my boy, exactly. Chef got it. Yeah, nah, we're not going for that. My boy CJ Stroud. My boys Nico Collins. Rubber Woods. No, we're not going for that.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's gonna be the Bears.
D'Amico Ryan. We're not going. We're not disrespecting CJ Stroud like that. We are not.
No CJ slander.
Disrespecting it. No CJ slander. CJ's the truth. CJ's the future. We're not disrespecting CJ Stroud. You think that? No, we're not going for that. Bryce Young. Hey, no offense, big dog. It's not coming against CJ. No way. It's got to come against the Bears because they're going to tank. They're tanking for either Drake May or Caleb Williams. It is what it is. We're not getting that off against Houston. No way. No way. No way. No.
Agreed.
When you think, do you think they'll even pick up a win, Wayne? Or
it'll be against the Bears. Sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to cut it off. My fault.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with Tommy. It will be the Bears, absolutely. You don't know how long Justin Fields is out. I do like their backup, Bagent. He's tough. He's a good player out of Shepherd, D2 school, out in the DMV area. But no, he's a good.
My cousin
player.
went to Shepherd, actually.
Yeah.
Hey, matter of fact, shout out Wayne. I don't know if you remember him. Shout out Henry Bain. He went to Shepherd for a little bit.
Henry Bain did go to Shepherd. Yes, sir.
That's a crazy shout out. Bro. That's a crazy shout out. Given the knowledge, that's a crazy shout out. At least the alleged knowledge from what I.
Hey, y'all tweaking. I got Carolina beating the Colts.
I mean, them too. I was just starting with the Bears, for sure.
Yeah, the Bears are tanking. That is a collected effort to tank.
So that's a potential 2 wins because the rest of their games they play the Bucks twice, they play the Saints, the Falcons, the Packers, and the Jags, and I just don't see them beating any of those franchises.
But the thing is,
oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, they play Dallas and the Titans as well.
The thing is, it doesn't even matter because their first round pick is the Bears' possession. So if they go 0-9 or 0 whatever, the Bears have sole possession of that pick plus theirs. So it doesn't matter.
So we're looking at a potential trade. So we're looking at a potential trade Justin Fields this offseason and picking up Caleb Williams for the Bears.
Absolutely. Caleb and Marvin Williams, 1 and 2.
Hey man.
Or Marvin Harrison.
Drake May is the guy.
That would be crazy.
And what is how old is Tez Walker? He had 3 touchdowns in his first game back. How old is that guy? Cowboys are looking for a receiver.
Yeah, I don't think Smart though.
So call Jerry Jeudy.
Oh, here it is. Go. I know we don't think Smart. Thank you for that. I've been dealing with this for years.
Well, let's get in some franchises that have been thinking smart. These guys have started 5-1, the Chiefs, the 49ers, the Dolphins, the Eagles, and the Lions. But who's the best 5-1 team to start the season? What do y'all think?
Still San Francisco, 100%. Yeah,
let's just call it what it is.
Yeah, they just had a rough patch game, which they almost won, just by a miss of a field goal, as we spoke about earlier. So, but they're still the top team, 100%.
Yeah, if Trent comes back and at least Christian McCaffrey comes back, that'll be fine. I mean, San Francisco, where's the weakness on their team? Can we name a single weakness on their team, barring any injuries? Not a single one. However, I do like the Detroit Lions. I've been talking about them since last year. Dan Campbell got them boys ready to play. Jared Goff, for whatever reason, decided to play. He's deciding to play like the quarterback that he should have been coming out of college. And them boys, they're violent. That's the way football is supposed to be played. They're physical. They're gritty. They're coming from a town that they're coming from a city that they don't really have much left. What does Detroit have? Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey.
Wow.
Let's not do this now.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
They used
That
to
was
put together
insane.
cars. They used to put cars together in Detroit. I mean, they got Babyface Ray. Babyface Ray makes excellent music. Eminem, old. We're not listening to music from Eminem. Babyface. But what does Detroit really have? They have Detroit Lions. Very gritty. It's indicative of what their city is. Gritty, physical, smash mouth. If you beat me, I'm going to hurt you. Football. They beat Kansas City. I like Detroit, but San Francisco is the best team in football, 1,000%.
Speaking of Kansas City, though, man, you got Patrick Mahomes who seems to be able to get it done with just about anybody out there. I mean, y'all not even really talking about him,
brother. We know what they're gonna do. We know what they're gonna do. We know what's coming. But as of right now, before everybody gels and Patrick Mahomes gets the script that we're going to go to the Super Bowl because Travis Kelce is dating Taylor Swift and we need her to perform at the halftime with Usher. We're going to talk about real football.
That better not happen. I'm cutting you off because if you talk that into fruition, we're going to have a problem.
Bro,
I'm not talking it. Show. I will drive down there personally and stop the show.
That shit,
brother. Hey man, we look at the writing on the wall. Word to Michael Jackson. Look at the writing on the wall.
Yeah, I really just hope that's
Michael
not
Jackson
the writing.
Talking about Taylor Swift, really? That's the comparison we need to be doing.
No, I'm not making. I'm just sorry, off the wall. I'm just look. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is the NFL is eating up this whole Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce thing. The Kansas City Chiefs just won the Super Bowl, so we're gonna find a way to get them back so Taylor Swift can either be on camera, the Swifties, the Era Tour. Like it's so much coming together for the Kansas City Chiefs to go back to the Super Bowl. San Francisco, outside of the script, is the best team in football.
I don't know. I still like the Dolphins, man. I'm still going to support the Dolphins.
Why?
Because who's stopping that offense?
Wait, you got to ask. Wait, you're in that division.
San Francisco, Buffalo's still stopping them too as well at ease. For some reason, Buffalo has their number.
48-20.
Josh Allen definitely has their number, and I really would love.
I don't know how.
It's really too bad the 49ers and the Dolphins don't play each other this season because I need to see it.
That defense would lock them up.
I need to see it.
That's the one
hey,
thing.
listen. The
it happened
street
last year. It happened last year, and it was a good game, but they locked them down. So
the streets need to see it this year.
Yep.
So they need to somehow adjust some schedules and make something happen because the streets need to see that matchup.
It's called for script. That's it. It's called for script.
Yeah, we calling for a revision of the script.
If only Dallas could get some at least NFC Championship love in the script. Like, come on, man, give us something.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice.
It would be nice.
They love to keep us on this emotional roller coaster for the last 20-some plus years,
brother.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna start paying for therapy because of the Dallas Cowboys.
How many people do you think are already in therapy because of the Dallas Cowboys?
Y'all losing the Giants is going to be quite comical.
What did you say?
I'm sorry. Who?
I ain't going to say it again. We just going to wait for it.
You said when we lose to the Giants?
Yeah.
11-12.
Let's move on to the next topic.
That was insane. They got no offensive line, but we're not even going to speak on how many 20 sacks Parsons might get in that game. But anyways, let's move on. Like Tommy said, What after 6 weeks?
I like Saquon Barkley. Let's move on.
After 6 weeks of football, fellas,
Shout out
man.
to Kelsey Plum.
What's the worst division in football? For me, I'd have to say it's the NFC South with the Bucks, Falcons, Saints, and Panthers. How y'all feel? What's the worst division for y'all?
Yeah, I say you can't go wrong with that one. Outside of that, really you can't, because that's really the only division that really doesn't have a clear winner. Like you have the Bucks who are at the top right now, at what 3-2, but they just lost against they should be 3-3 now, right? Or they're still 3-2.
Well, they had their bye week, so they have their bye week, so
3-2. So that's really it. The Falcons are now back at 500. The Saints are at 500. And
the Panthers are 0-6.
Yeah. So afterthought. So
that's why I got to put them at the bottom of the barrel.
It has to be the bottom. There's no way around it. I can't see the other division. All the other divisions are actually fighting, and have some sort of decency, in a division. So, and actually a win. Everybody has a win, in their division too. So, yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah. I used to hate on the AFC South until my guy CJ Stroud decided to, change the landscape. But the NFC South is just really bad. I mean, we're watching the game live right now. Everybody thought Derek Carr was supposed to be in. We had a couple conversations like, we forgot that Derek Carr was going to be in New Orleans. And New Orleans has a pretty solid defense. They were really good defense, but, it's just quiet. It's quiet.
Carr's not it. Carr's not it at all.
And NFC South, it's a dead zone. Dead zone.
So is that just what it is? The Souths are just dead zones?
100%.
No. We're not. First of all, let's be very clear. We're not disrespecting CJ Stroud anymore. The Texans are here. Okay. The Jaguars, good brand of football. Texans are good. We can't disrespect King Henry.
Titans are okay.
The Colts.
But you just said they're the worst. You just said they're the worst division in football right now.
The NFC South, yes, not the AFC South.
Okay.
You said the Souths in general. Yeah, no, we're not disrespecting.
Oh no. I was asking. I thought you said that the AFC South was the worst division in football.
No. The NFC South is the worst division.
Okay.
In football. I mean, the NFC South is it's good. It's good money out there. NFC South, we got good football coming out of Jacksonville and Houston.
Okay. Sav, who you think's the worst division?
Probably AFC South. I mean NFC South. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
they double back.
That's fine. They got the Bucks and the Falcons and Saints. I mean, we don't know who's going to win that division. I still put my money on the Falcons, so I'm gonna keep riding with the Falcons in that division.
Yeah. I like Bijan Robinson. Bijan is my guy. I'm a fan of running back.
I'll probably say NFC South, but yeah, I have the Falcons winning that division.
No.
I like Bijan. I was doing some squats myself.
The Saints look really bad right now against the Jags, and I'm just like, man, nah.
The Saints are awful.
All right. Well, outside of that, what do y'all think is the best division in football right now? I'm gonna have to say the AFC North, just because every team in that division has the most wins in football. Everybody has at least 3 wins, and one team's got 4. So I mean, to me that on paper right now they look like they're the best teams. Burrow's starting to click with Chase now. The Browns just beat one of the undefeated teams. Mike Tomlin is Mike Tomlin. He's going to go over 500. We know what he does. And the Ravens, I mean, they're leading the division right now, but I don't know. They're an interesting franchise. We'll see what happens there. But what do y'all think?
I wish both East divisions. I'm sorry, Wade. I wish the Patriots were better. I wish the Patriots weren't injured. And I wish the Giants were not as bad as they were. Because
I mean, we could easily go with those divisions.
If both those teams had like 3 wins, man, the NFC and the AFC East wouldn't even be close.
Honestly, I would have said I will say this: if the Patriots or Giants would have each had 1 more win, I would have went with either of those divisions.
100%, because it's you have Miami and Philly, you have Dallas and Buffalo. I mean, Washington's not bad.
Yeah, they're a 500 franchise right now, and you got the Jets that are a 500 franchise that would be better if Aaron was
the
playing.
Jets were better if Aaron Rodgers was there.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know, because and that's the other thing too, because Bill Belichick coach teams can turn it around at any second, and the Giants, for whatever reason, do the same thing. At any given moment, the Giants will turn it around, and they'll ring off like 6 or 7 straight wins. But I mean, I'm not necessarily against AFC North, but I don't think the Ravens. I don't think the Ravens are that good. If we're being honest, I don't think Pittsburgh's that good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're that great of teams. It's just I'm just going with them because every team has the most wins right now, and it's kind of weird because I wouldn't picture that. Like you said, I would agree with you that either East divisions are better.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, I'm going with one of the East divisions. I think both of them at any given moment, like the teams that have like one win can turn on at any given moment and figure it out. I mean, the Giants aren't far off. Daniel Jones is just
They just need an
Daniel
offensive line.
Jones, and Tyrod Taylor and them almost beat Buffalo. They almost beat Buffalo, if I'm going to be honest. So
That defense really locked up and locked in. And I mean, the Patriots, I mean, they got the best coach in the game.
Patriots just injured. That's what the Patriots' issue is, that they're hurt. And I mean, Mac Jones is Mac Jones. That's their fault. It's funny. Both Joneses are just bad quarterbacks. The Jones in Dallas is a terrible owner. Well, just gotta get Joneses out of the NFL. Let's just get the Joneses out. Let's just exclude Joneses.
Get them out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever happened to Felix Jones?
Don't piss me off.
Don't do things like that, man.
Oh man.
Do not piss me off.
Oh, Felix, that's crazy.
Really
that just popped in my head. I'm sorry, it just popped in my head.
Julius Jones, Thomas Jones, Felix Jones, Jerry Jones, Daniel Jones, Mac Jones, Zay Jones, who eats against the cow. I'm done. Move on. Somebody else. I can't. I'm gonna cry.
All right, well, man, y'all got any new trade predictions? Any things y'all see cooking up in the near future? Halloween is the deadline, so we're fastly approaching that. Couple days, I mean, or like a week and a half away or so. I saw recently Saquon said he didn't want to get traded from the Giants. I know we were just speaking about the Giants, but he said he didn't want to be traded. I know the Panthers are trying to look for a receiver. But I'm curious, man. Wayne, you think the Patriots will try and make a move?
I hope not. They need to stay put and stay where they are and lose. We're about to be on a streak of 3 straight teams that I know we can easily lose to. With next 3 games, the Bills, the Dolphins, and then the Commanders. 1-8. That's 1-8 right there. We just need to stay put. This has been the worst we've been for however long, since 95, since I was 2. We haven't been this bad since that long. Anyway, we need to lose and just continue to keep losing. I don't care. But the one trade that I really do see at the end of the day is Devontae Adams. He needs to find his way out. It doesn't matter how much he's getting paid. It doesn't matter how much he likes the Raiders. At the end of the day, he came there for his friend. His friend just traded down. He got to go to a better team. They got a better quarterback, so he can get time to had a chance to win. I feel like that's probably the only player. Everybody else, yeah, it's pretty standard right now for the most part. But I think Devontae is probably the main person I'll say that has to look for another team. I can't really put my finger on the team right now, but he needs to look for another team to play for so he can win.
And I mean, it's unfortunate he left the situation and think he was going to a better situation. I also saw recently, though, the Steelers, they're trying to move on from Desmond King. They said if they can't find a trade partner, they'll just straight up release him.
No.
I feel like, honestly, if I'm a team, I kind of want to gamble and just let them release him, and then I'll just pay him what I need to pay him, and I won't have to, deal anything in the trade.
Yeah. Unless it's tied to your cap. That's it. If it's got tied to that cap hit, it'll be tough to release him. That's why a lot of people want to trade. But I get that. I definitely get that.
Yeah, so I mean it'll be interesting to see if any trades are cooked up soon. I think things are probably gonna start getting a little bit more ramped up next week. So maybe we'll tap into a little part 3 when a couple big trades hit, see where players move, see what goes on, see what transpires.
No.
But
Titans were looking to move Derrick Henry. I did hear about that.
I did see that, and honestly, that would be crazy if they moved on from Derrick Henry. That's somebody I personally thought would just never leave the Titans.
I mean, if he wants out and wants to go to a contender, if they're trying to tank, that's exactly what they're doing. They'd rather put him in a situation where he can benefit out of it, knowing that he on his way out realistically. You know what I'm saying? That's the way they kind of formulated it in like announcing, because I read it on ESPN earlier and they were pretty much just saying, oh yeah, well, we're gonna coordinate with him to figure out what's the best contender for him as far as playing with the team I'm assuming is contending to the playoffs, which is fine. But once again, it's like if they win this weekend, I feel like that mentality may change. If they lose, they're gonna trade Derek. They're gonna try to trade Derek for at least two picks of some sort, because it just seemed like out of the random conversation, but the amount of conversation that they seem to be having on it seems like, well, y'all have been thinking about this more than. And the question, has he brought this to their attention as well? Because they said they were going to work with him in order to find him a contender. So it's going to be interesting. Next week is going to be interesting. A lot of stuff's just going to get thrown in.
Yeah, and I'm really curious about the whole Denver situation. I mean, I know they keep saying they don't want to trade anybody, they don't want to do this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, I mean, if you get a good offer, you're gonna probably accept it. So my eyes are also locked into them because they sitting at 1-5, and
Oh,
I mean,
I don't know why Jerry Jones is not calling for Jerry Judy. Jerry for Jerry. Call them to the Cowboys. I don't see why
Either
not.
Judy or Patrick Surtain. We have to get one of them.
Nah,
Yeah.
Surtain's gonna be tough.
You're not getting PS2. Y'all don't have
Surtain will be tough. And honestly, if we get a receiver, I'd rather them try and go after Devontae Adams, if I'm being honest.
You're gonna have two of the
That'll
top
be
5
tough.
in the league. I don't have enough to pay that man.
Because CD would hate that. CD would hate that, man. I'm sorry. Him being a one right now for the last 2 years.
Low key, he definitely would, but he would embrace it to the media for sure.
I know, right?
He would definitely embrace it in the media. But you're right. Low key in his mind, he would definitely hate it. But nah, I'm with you, Tommy, on that. I would love to see the Cowboys go after Surtain. That would be great, especially for next season if we had him and Diggs. Oh my goodness. Oh geez. Just thinking of the possibilities.
He be getting cooked.
Yeah,
I mean, he's old, bro. We didn't expect him to do this much. That wasn't the expectation of him.
Saw that coming. But he's doing enough. He's still doing enough for you guys.
Exactly. He's doing the best that he can do at his age.
Yeah.
We didn't
not going for that.
Bro, we didn't ask him to come in and be a number 1.
I'm not going for that.
Shut up.
Next man up.
I mean, I get it. I get it. You're right. Next man up mentality. You're right. But
y'all ain't got no money, so that's why y'all signed his old ass.
Facts.
It's time to go. I'm out.
Oh my goodness.
This brother disrespected us one too many times.
Am I wrong though? If I was wrong, I would say I'm wrong, but I'm not. That's why
the salary cap could be manipulated. Jerry just refuses to manipulate the salary cap because Jerry is an old fuck and refuses to adapt to new football. That's what pisses me off.
How much money did y'all just give Trayvon? Did y'all just give Trayvon at like 60?
He deserved it.
Yeah, he deserves every penny.
But you can manipulate.
That's what I'm saying.
The Eagles sign somebody new every week.
All I'm saying is majority of y'all.
And where are they getting this money from that we don't have?
Because they're manipulating the cap, and Jerry Jones refuses to hire somebody young that understands how to manipulate the cap because Jerry Jones is a piece of shit.
and he wants to control and manipulate the system
Oh, God.
that he thinks that he built. But obviously for the last 20 years, it hasn't been working out, buddy. It's time to change up. And with all that being said, I appreciate everybody for stopping by this week's episode. You can catch us on IG at Views from the .50, YouTube, Views from the 50 podcast, Spotify and Google Views from the 50. You can catch us on Twitch at at Social Frequency Network. We'll be live streaming this Sunday and every Sunday, our live reactions of the games. So y'all can catch us this Sunday. Until then, we are out.